In this case is this chef, this guy over here, chef. All right, chef. He went and buy the chicken, right? This chicken. He went and buy this chicken. So this chicken over here, he might buy the raw chicken. The raw chicken means the chicken that haven't been processed, alright? Or the chicken that is a live chicken. But this person might just buy the one that is already frozen, right? So before he can even buy this frozen chicken, there must be someone to produce this frozen chicken, right? So frozen chicken, right? So you might know by now that the pack, the ayam mas, ayam mas fried chicken, in the freezer, those kind of chicken that you got from the Lotus over here, those chicken. By now you should know, right? It is actually been manufactured until it became the frozen chicken. So over here, let's go down to this factory over here. We are moving into a manufacturing environment over here, right? A manufacturing environment over here. Can we see over here? Let me call this ayam mazi, all right? I don't want to get any copyright. I don't want to get any bashing, all right? So I know ayam mas over here, right? Ayam mazi, all right? So what happened is, this is a manufacturing business. So manufacturing business, it means they will manufacture things, right? Manufacture things from the raw material to work in progress to finished goods. Do you have that idea in your mind? Right? You have that idea in your mind, right? Do you have that idea in your mind? Manufacturing.
Yes.
Right? So in that case, in a factory, for you to have reached until this frozen chicken pack, all right, before this chef can buy this, what happened is, first this factory, they will buy the chicken, all right, the raw chicken, the live chicken, right? The live chicken from the farm. Is it okay? Are you all with me? So, in terms of this one, but before anything, over here, let me just go down to this illustration over here straight. All right, I don't want to spend time on top there. Then inside here, what happened to your friend on top there? Then we'll run up again, all right? So I will straight away evaluate the process to here, right? To here. Okay, so first what happened? In a factory, usually there will be a schedule, all right? There will be planning and scheduling. If it's producing semiconductor or producing some like laptops or computer, they will have the bond, the bill of material. There will be like a certain list. So always you will start with the planning. Planning over here, mostly there will be a bomb, right? Not the explosion bomb, right? It's a bill of material. And this one will be captured in the system. Okay, the system will properly capture the bill of material, and then there will be a scheduling on the process. Okay, then only they start with the second, go and check the inventory, whether they have the material or not. And if they don't have the material, it means if they check the warehouse, they only have like let's say 3 chicken left, right? They don't have more chicken for processing. They have to go and do a requisition, right? They need to request for the chicken. So over here, the same. Over here is material requisition. Over here, there will be a document, all right? You're going to have a material requisition document out, all right? And this one will be sent to the procure to payment. Makes sense or not? It's the same process as above, but it's more comprehensive this time around. So what happened over here is, you will see over here, first is purchase requisition. You will receive the material requisition. Over here, you will do a approval. All right, there will be approval over here. Only once you check, maybe there will be someone to sit down there and check and ensure that really they don't have enough chicken in the warehouse. Then only they approve the purchase requisition, which is their material requisition from the production cycle. Then only they go down to number 2, which is what? You know what happened over here? Purchase requisition. Then you need to go what next? You need to find the just now over here, right? In this stage over here, you straight away go to the mall, right? But before you go to the mall, you will do what? Find the mall, right? Find which mall is better, right? So over here, you will find the vendor, all right? You're going to find which vendor that will supply you with the best chicken. Is it? Or supply you with the most economical chicken, or with a good quality, right? Depending on the criteria, all right? There are different criteria that you will have, all right? So you're going to find the vendor, then only you order the product, right? Order the chicken, right? You say, find this vendor, then you say that, okay, I want 300, all right? 100 chicken from you. All right, 100 chicken from you. So over here, the ordering, vendor and ordering. Over here, a note to be written over here is the purchase order. All right, there will be a purchase order being generated from your system. It can be sending to the supplier. Supplier can be sending you the sales order. All right, sales order for you to enter into the system, or you can be generating the purchase order for your own record to file inside to your system. Does that make sense? This one is the part where it's easy, but if you overlook it, you will get confused, right? If you overlook it, you will get confused, and then you will find out something unclear about this. Then, after you have the order being purchased, number 3, what is next after you place your order? It's the same like your Shopee, right? After you place the order, you go and scroll for which shop you want to buy, right? Then from there you place your order. Then after you place your order, of course you pay first, right? But in this case, you just place the order, and then usually in the big business, you will be purchasing it in credit terms, right? Credit terms. Over here, credit terms. Credit terms means you don't pay straight away, right? You say, okay, I will owe you first, okay? Then after you order, you will receive the goods. Receive the goods. Okay, what happens now? When you receive the goods, usually you will receive the goods with the delivery order, right? It's the same like after this when you sell, all right? You're going to send with delivery order. So when you receive over here with a DO. In your system, you will generate what we call the GRN, all right? The goods received notes, all right? Your system will generate a good received notes, and in a bigger business, all right, in a bigger business, you can see this part over here. This, let me just show you. All right, one. In a bigger business, over here, 1 and 2. This one is usually being handled by the purchase department, but when it comes to this one is the PD, right? Purchase department. But when it comes to receive the goods, this one will be warehouse department or warehouse team. All right, warehouse department or warehouse team will handle this receiving of goods. That's why there are multiple documents will be generated, and in each of these different departments, they will generate these different documents, so that later on you will do the matching. All right, the control to ensure that you actually pay to the right person and the right amount. But we look at that later on here. After you receive the goods, you do the inspection, you check the goods quality is good, then you will usually you will receive the delivery order together with the invoice, right? You will have the invoice over here. Then over here, you will receive the supplier invoice, and you will enter into the system. You enter into the system to record what they call the purchase invoice, right? Usually the system will name it like this, right? The system will name it the purchase invoice. Then only when, okay, over here is the warehouse team. Let me just circle this one for you to see. During the invoicing, all right, usually over here until the after you got this one, number 5, all right, number 5 is the payment. In these two process, usually we are done by the accounts payable team, all right, accounts payable team. So they will do the invoicing, receive, then from there they will do what they call three-way matching. This should match. PO should plus with the GRN plus with the purchase invoice. When these three match, then you will enter to the system, then you do the payment. And this one will be done by the accounts payable team. And then this is the start of this record to report, all right? This part over here, the transactions will enter to the database, all right? It will start to capture from there. Then, what happened next? This one, okay. Over here, right? Over here, when you receive the goods, or you receive the chicken, then you will go back to this one, all right, the production. Then the production will start to do the productions, and over here do the costing, all right, as usual. So production over here you might kill the chicken. You chop them off, right? You chop them off and then froze it to the pack, and then you will then deliver this to the store, all right, if there's someone want to purchase. But this person over here, all right, it might be from any customer, right? The customer will come to you. It might be walk-in, but in the factory, usually you don't have walk-in in the factory. So what happens is the customer will go through the process, what we have learned earlier, ordering process, right? It will first go on with this one. Ordering process. During the ordering process over here, you will first do the quotation, right? Sales quotations. And this one, you will record in your system. You will produce the document called sales quotation. Then you send to your customer. Customer approves that. Then you will convert it into sales order. This one is another document. Then you send it to your customer. Customer approves the sales order. Then only you will delivery. All right, you're gonna deliver your goods. Right, you're gonna deliver the tax. So this finished product, you're gonna deliver using this to the store over here, right? So in this stage, usually when you enter to the system, you can transfer from the quotation or the sales order. Then you will produce what we call a delivery order, all right? This one is the boring part, all right? This is another document. Usually if you see in the Shopee, they will just stick in the box, right? What is the DO inside there? Just to note where to send the item to, all right? The delivery order. Then number 3, after you deliver the goods, you as the owner, what you do is you will start the invoicing. But I forgot to tell you one thing over here, right? Can you tell me what I forgot to tell you? What I forgot to tell you before we reach to this stage over here? Because we are selling on what is the thing that I forgot to highlight in the stage? We are trying to figure out the stages, right? So there's one thing I forgot to highlight to you. Major thing, all right? Major thing. If you don't do this correct, then your business might just collapse. What is the major thing you should do? Okay, if you are with me, we have the customer, all right? Customer come in, customer quote you something, all right? Or you quote the customer something, depending on which way. All right, you negotiate. Once you negotiate done, you send the customer the sales order. Then customer receive the sales order, approve, you send the goods, and then you invoice, right? But before you can even produce the sales order, what do you need to do first before that? If you produce a sales order, means this one is already approved, right? It means that you're going to give to this customer maybe 100 chicken. Okay? If you create a sales order, means this sales order is approved, and then you're going to give this customer 100 chicken. But what are the steps we should check first before we give this customer 100 chicken? The credit limit, right? You should first check and make sure that the customer is within the credit limit and this customer can pay you back. Okay? Over here is another thing to highlight, the credit limit. Do you know what's credit limit? Credit limit, in other words, is like credit card lah, you know. You know credit card, right? Credit card, you can have like, let's say 1,000 ringgit only, alright? You can purchase on credit, but 1,000 ringgit maximum. Same, you are a business, right? If you want to sell, let's say, this pack or this batch of chicken to the store, you might want to consider how much credit limit that they have already taken, right? Credit limit means that maybe they already buy from you and owe to you 1,000 ringgit worth of goods, and then they are now ordering from you again. Do you want to allow the second time another 1,000 ringgit? So this is depend on your policy and your trust with the customer. Okay, then over here you have the sales invoice. And then finally you will have this cash receipt. Okay. Then over here, also very important for us to do what? The same thing for the purchase cycle over here, to determine who is the one that handles the process. Alright, we need to know who will be assigned with certain role. For this one, we can see purchase requisition until ordering, the purchase department will do, and then the receiving goods, the warehouse department will do, or warehouse team. Then you have the invoice invoice from the supplier until the payment. The accounts payable team will be assigned to do that. Do you know why is it important for us to know this as well? The people? No, you don't know. The answer goes back to the people. You need to properly differentiate them so that the process will go smoothly, alright, in the company. And another main thing is that people is also one of the components of AIS, right? So it is important for us to look at it as well. If you give everything to, let's say, the accounts payable team to handle, is it okay? The question over here, right? Here's a thinking question, alright? If we assign everything, the first stage until the last stage, alright, for account payable team, alright, for this team to handle the whole thing, is it okay? The question is it okay for us to leave them with the whole thing? You understand what I'm trying to ask you? What do you think of? Can the accounts payable team handle the first step until the last step? No, right? Why? Yeah? What? Not in the department rule. Okay, you're getting to it. not in your department. What is most important? What is most important over here? Can you see this one? Receiving of goods and the warehouse team. This is a good example. What is the most important thing over here? When you receive the goods, you need to inspect the goods, right? You need to see the goods, and then you need to put inside your storeroom. So if you are accounts payable team, you will not really go down there and look at the things, right? Your station will be on other place. So one of the reasons is because of different location. But over here, you can come and argue with me. In certain place, you will see this process being you will see this process start from the beginning until the end, handled by one person. Then it goes back again to what they are trying to achieve, all right, or how they're going to put this into practice. But usually, in the big business, you will have different department, different team to handle different process. And one of the reasons is because of the reach, all right? R-E-A-C-H, not R-I-C-H, right? They are not able to reach that place, or they are not able to reach that person. And in a bigger business now, you can see there is the GBS structure, all right, Global Business Service, that provide end-to-end support. It actually fight against this concept as well. But that one is another whole chunk of story, all right, another whole chunk of concept. Let me end this one over here before giving you all to break. We got basically ended everything over here. You got the hire to retire. This one in a bigger business, what will happen? The same thing, right? The same thing. You will still go and recruit. All right. Number 2, you're going to record their time. And then number 3, you're going to pay the salary. And then number 4, this one will be the compliance. Over here, you will pay tax. You'll pay tax, you'll pay their PCB, all right? The EPF, the SOXO, and whatever related compliance. Then the report to record is simply all these transactions you can see over here, you'll be recording them, all right, in the business. Process-wise over here, in a big business, usually what happens? All of the information enter to the system will be integrated, right? Integrated means that you don't have to enter again the transactions. What you need to do is, you just need to do the finance related transactions plus the adjustment. All right, finance related adjustment, finance related transactions, for example, the charges, interest charges, those kind of amortization kind of adjustment, you will still do those kind of adjustment. Then you'll do the bank record. Then you will produce the financial statement, right? Okay, I think that's it.